Hey, what's going on, everybody? Ryan here. Welcome to the channel. If you would, give us a like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell to be notified of new content. Now, what we have here today, we have the riots on 4th of July. While every normal patriot of the United States was at home celebrating our independence, we had these I want to say terrorists on American soil rioting against the Palestinian Hamas Israel war, I guess you could say. I'm going to give you a little bit of a history lesson later on in this video about the reason this war has been going on. And I'm going to go ahead and tell you this. It's been going on for a long time. I'm talking millennia. But anyways, let's get on into it.
Protesters spending America's Independence Day causing chaos in major cities.
There's a Hamas and Palestinian flag right there.
And chanting things like "burn it down" as they march through the streets of New York City.
Let me ask you this: if we had borders that were protected, like a strong border, didn't let millions of immigrants come into this country, let me ask you: do you think that this would be happening? Legit question. Give me a comment. Or if you believe it was a legitimate question, go ahead and get this video a like.
Several of the activists were also seen clashing with police officers, leading to at least one arrest. We asked Florida Congressman Corey Mills to stick around and react to this with us as well. Representative, you know, I can't imagine how it makes you feel. I know how it makes me feel, but you fought for this country. You put your life on the line.
I know how it makes a lot of people feel.
For our country and Congress. So why is this tolerated in America, especially on Independence Day?
Well, look, it's absolutely disgusting to see these individuals to present themselves in an anti-American way on a day where we fought against the English, fighting to revolt against the tyrannical and dictatorship, where many lives have been lost. Look, we should be living our lives every single day in a way that is worthy of the sacrifice that's been made by so many. And these individuals who are trying to protest against America or trying to go ahead and act in a very anti-American way, look, I respect that I fought in uniform for everyone's First Amendment rights, the right to free and fair and peaceful protesting. But that's not what we're seeing here.
This is a riot, straight up. This is a riot, straight up. And it really bugs me, irritates me to see liberals saying free Palestine and being on the side of these terrorist organizations. They're ignorant, or they're just evil, for real. Like, Israel, I'm going to tell you something later on in this video about Israel, about Hamas, Muslims. Just stick around, and I'm going to give you a little bit of a history lesson.
Joe Biden is pandering to. This is the 13.2% of uncommitted votes in Michigan that he is unconstitutionally withholding congressionally appropriated funds to help Israel to go out and defeat Hamas, a terrorist organization. And oh, by the way, let's keep reminding the American people, we have Americans that are still being held hostage, who are being treated inhumanely, who are being tortured and maintained as hostages. Where is Joe Biden sounding off for the hostages that are held, the 13 soldiers that were lost in Afghanistan, those who were lost in Jordan that he claimed where he didn't have any Americans lost under his watch? And where is he to step up in blue cities and blue states, whether it's Minneapolis, whether it's Philadelphia, whether it's Baltimore, whether it's New York? The trend is that this is all in blue states because they believe in lawlessness and they believe in pandering to the anti-American sentiment.
Yeah, this is not.
Check out this video right here. It's going to be up there in the very top, Check out that video, and it's going to go over the Agenda 47. And one of the things in Agenda 47 is that Donald Trump will send, he'll send the National Guard into these woke cities that he's talking about to get everything back to normal.
This is not peaceful. This is anything but peaceful. This is chaos when you look at this video. Really quickly, before we move on to the next topic, do you think having President Trump, if he were to win, that this would stop?
Well, I think that what you would see is
the Agenda 47
being able to go forward and do their jobs. Remember, it was President Trump in 2020 who called for the end of lawlessness and for our law enforcement to step up or he'll do the job for them. But this really comes down to the mayors of these blue cities who are actually stopping their police chiefs from doing their jobs.
Yeah, they got to untie the police hands in order for anything to get done. So now to this, Vice President Kamala Harris is returning to New Orleans today for the Essence Festival. It was after her Wild World salad from last year's appearance. Remember this?
Culture is, it is a reflection of our moment and our time, right? And present culture is the way we express how we're feeling about the moment. And we should always find times to express how we feel about the moment that is a reflection of joy, because you know, it comes in the morning.
I'm not a very smart fella, and if I was being interviewed, I think I would do probably just as good as her, because I bumble over my words and say crazy things. But the difference between me and her is that she's actually a politician, and I'm just an old concrete finisher, old po dunk boy from the country. And this is the Vice President of the United States. Come on. I mean, I think mine and her intelligence are, you know, I mean, I'm average, I guess, but there ain't no way. This is crazy, man.
To find ways to also express the way we feel about the moment in terms of just having language and a connection to how people are experiencing life. And I think about it in that way, too.
Forget the fact that she can't string together a sentence, but what has she done to get her so close in this hypothetical situation to President Trump? Like, what has she done? Because I've not seen her do anything.
Well, she's not done anything, and that was painful to watch. But what you're seeing here is that whether it's Joe Biden's gas or Kamala Harris's word salad, it's the equivalent for the American people, and especially Democrat voters, of either taking the fork and sticking it in the bottom or the top receptor, knowing that you're going to get electrocuted either way. Look, this is the reason that we have such a failure in leadership. This is why the so-called border czar has done nothing to secure our borders. And I think that when you look at the overall polling, whether it's Joe Biden head-to-head with President Trump or whether it's Kamala Harris head-to-head, they lose badly. And I think that what you saw with that word salad was nearly a replication or a replay of the 90-minute debate that Biden just had, where there was no tangible or credible anything being said. It was just a lot of words.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News.
Well, what do you guys think about this video? It's a bit triggering to me because these people are in America riding for terrorist organizations. It all let's see. Nope, wrong one. All right, here we go. The history of what's going on over in the Middle East with Israel, it all stems off of Abram married to Sarah. Then God came in and changed Abram's name to Abraham, so he'd be the father of many nations. He would have as many people as the stars in the heavens, according to God, to Abraham. Well, the only thing that Abraham believed it, but Sarah did not believe it. Sarah was like, "Well, I'm too old to have babies. How are we going to have babies? I'm like in my 90s." So Sarah gives Abraham permission to impregnate Hagar. She was their, I don't know if you'd say slave, but she sort of like a maid, I guess. Well, out of Hagar came Ishmael. Ishmael's the firstborn of Abraham. Well, God tells Sarah, well, you're going to have babies. And she's laughing. She's like, I know I'm not. Like, she didn't believe God. Well, she gets pregnant with Isaac, right? What stems off of Isaac, he's the ancestors to the Jewish, to the Israelites. And Ishmael, he's the ancestor of the Muslims, what's going on right now. Now, what had happened, Abraham he made Hagar and Ishmael leave while Sarah and Isaac stayed. It broke Abraham's heart to do that, but Sarah wasn't having it. She's like, you're going to have to get rid of them. She was wanting Isaac to have the blessings that God bestowed upon Abraham, because, Isaac was Sarah's son, and Ishmael was not. So God tells Abraham, well, I'm gonna make both of y'all have millions of people in your family tree. This is this is just me talking. So Isaac gets the promised land, which is Israel, and Ishmael, Hagar do not like that. They feel like Ishmael should get the promised land because he was the firstborn. In those days, the firstborn got the blessings. They got everything. They were supposed to inherit things, but it was Isaac that got Israel, and Abraham did become the father of many nations. He became the father of millions upon millions because he's the ancestor of the Jewish people that have Israel. And thousands upon thousands upon thousands of years, the Muslims have been wanting Israel. They feel like it's theirs. They feel like they should have it because Ishmael was the firstborn, whereas Isaac wasn't the firstborn. But Isaac is the one that's Abraham and Isaac's seeds, or not seeds, but they're I guess you'd say seeds. Their seeds are supposed to have it. So this war has been going on thousands of years. It's like an older brother and younger brother, and they're just arguing over a toy, or arguing over blankets, or arguing over something, So that's basically what's going on. This is a war that has been stemmed for thousands upon thousands of years, starting with Ishmael and Isaac. But anyways, guys, if you would give us a like, subscribe, hit the notification bell to be notified of new videos that come out. I don't have a schedule that these videos come out, so the best thing to do is hit the notification bell so you'll be notified. And just tell me what you think of the video. I'll see y'all on the next one.